Hey guys, got another video for you, another story. Hopefully you like it. A theater was one of those old single screen places that should have been torn down decades ago. That kind with sticky floors, seats that creak like broken bones, and a balcony that's been roped off since the Nixon administration. But it was the only place still showing the last reel. A film so obscure that even Letterboxd only had 3 ratings, all 1 star and written in all caps. You bought your ticket from a cashier who didn't look up, just slid the stub across the scratched glass like he was passing contraband. A lobby smelled of burnt popcorn and something metallic underneath it. Inside, the auditorium was colder than it should have been. Only 7 other people scattered across the 500 seats. You chose the middle of the back row, close enough to see, far enough that no one would sit directly behind you. The lights dimmed down without any announcement. No trailers, no turn off your phones. Reminder, just sudden dark. The screen flickered to life with scratches and dust. White numbers counting down from 10, 9, 8. At 3 the film didn't start. Instead, the projector beam caught something in the front row. A silhouette, not sitting, standing perfectly still, arms at its sides, facing the screen. You hadn't seen anyone walk down the aisle. No one had passed your row, but there it was, tall, too tall for the seat rows, almost brushing the bottom of the edge of the screen. The countdown reached 1, then the film began. It opened on an empty movie theater, same red seats, same faded gold curtains, same balcony railing with the chains across it. The camera slowly pushed in from the back row. Your row. You felt your stomach fold, because on screen, in the exact seat you were sitting in right now, was you. Same hoodie, same slouch, same nervous way you kept checking over your shoulder. The you on screen turned and looked directly into the camera and smiled. Not your smile. Wider, no teeth, just a long dark crescent. You whipped your head around to check the real theater behind you. Nothing, just empty rows stretching into black. When you looked back at the screen, the film version of you was no longer sitting. It was standing, walking slowly down the aisle toward the front of the theater, toward the tall silhouette that still hadn't moved. The camera stayed locked on the empty seat you just left on screen. Then it panned away, very slowly, to the seat right next to yours. Someone was sitting there now. You hadn't been there when the lights went down, you were sure of it. They wore the same hoodie you were wearing, same color, same frayed cuff on the left sleeve, but their head was turned all the way toward you, not the screen. Neck twisted at the angle necks don't go. Their face was your face, except the eyes were missing. Just smooth skin where the socket should be. The thing in the seat beside you, in real life, still hadn't moved, but you could feel it breathing, slow, wet. like someone trying to breathe through a throat full of cloth. On screen, the filmed you reached the front row and stopped beside the tall silhouette. The tall thing finally turned its head, no features, just a pale oval. It raised one long hand and pointed straight back up the aisle, straight at the camera, straight at the real you. The screen went white, not black, white, like someone had opened the lens to full aperture and pointed it at the sun. Then the house lights snapped on, harsh, buzzing, too bright. Every single seat was empty, including the one right next to you. You sat there a long time, heart hammering, waiting for the projectionist to come out and apologize for the real film breaking or the film being damaged. Anything that would make it make sense. No one came. Eventually you stood, legs shaking, walked up the aisle, past all the empty seats, past the place where the tall silhouette had stood. There was a single ticket stub on the floor, in front of the first row. You picked it up. Your seat number was printed on it. But underneath, in faint red letters that looked handwritten, you're still sitting there. You looked back. From the lobby doorway, you could see the back row clearly now. Someone was still in your seat, head up, hood up. Not moving, you ran. You're still running. Because sometimes when you're alone in a dark room or passing a reflective window at night, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the corner of your eye. You're still smiling that wide, toothless crescent you never learned how to make. And you're not the one holding the smile. Thanks for sticking around, folks. That's the end of the story. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.